Well, Mark, your first win in the league as Lincoln City manager, how does that feel?
Really pleased, more pleased with what we're trying to do. That's the important thing, because if we don't get that right, we won't win games. I thought we showed two really important sides to us tonight. From a footballing perspective, I thought we were awesome in the first half, played some really good football and thought we deserved to go in 2-0 up. But in the second half we showed a grit and determination. We saw young men being leaders on the pitch. I think there was 9 minutes of extra time, and I'm not going to stand here and lie to you, we're nervous on the side, we know that. I mean, they've got a keeper coming up, long throws, bring people on to take long throws. But I always felt comfortable within the group, and they deserve the credit for that, because the one thing that we've talked about is we have to change the mentality of little old Lincoln, and everybody thinks they're just going to, I've said this many times, they're just going to run over us. It's not going to happen anymore. And we're saying to them, we want to be a team that can run over people. It might be, I don't know how long that lasts for, because it's physically taxing, but really pleased with the two sides of the game, in and out of possession time.
If we start with the first goal on Tom Hopper, I know one of the things you worked a lot on with your forward players is making sure they're in the box to finish chances, and in that goal that was the perfect play, wasn't it, in the fact that Tom Hopper was in the centre of the goal, and you know what he can do there.
Yeah, if you look at most, I don't want to give too much away here, but if you look at most of our goals for pre-season, they all come from crossing, they all come from being in, like Teddy Bishop against Gainsborough. I don't want to not talk about Tom. Teddy doesn't score headers, but if you're in the right place, you arrive at the right time. We have finishing position to score goals. And the big thing is crossing early, but this horrendous habit of not crossing early. And we've drummed it into them, we've banged on, and we'll keep on doing it. But you've seen that tonight, early cross, Tom being in between the sticks. And if we put it on his head, he'll score goals.
Anthony Scully then added that second, and again a lovely composed finish from Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot about those finishes, so it's nice to see one go in. Anthony's a good player, he's a big asset to us. He'll score goals, he'll get assists, he's very, very effective in what he does, and pleased for him tonight, because ultimately in that final third, that's what you're judged on. Goals, assists, key passes, being effective in the final, end product ultimately. And I thought we were good. I don't think we got many chances tonight, but you only need one to win a game in football.
The second half, I don't think you probably count the stats of how many times people put their bodies on the line, but your defenders certainly, and your midfielders and your strikers even all stood up and counted at crucial moments.
Yeah, they're an awesome group. They really are honest, really hard working. If ever we make mistakes, they're innocent ones. They're not through a lack of trying or failure. But what I have to talk about as well is the backroom staff, because there's a lot of structure goes into what we do. It's not just bodies on the line and diving in and doing that. There's a lot of structure in how we do things. And I also thought, if you look at the change of shape again, was really effective in what we did, and Sean coming on. But the big one for me is these players train properly every day, so when we make changes, or we have to make changes if they're forced, or the decisions from the coach, they're all in a position to do themselves justice. And I said to Charlie and Sean, you're coming on merit. Jordan, you're playing on merit. Ben House putting them in midfield. They're not just, well, what should we do? We'll change it. No, this is why we're going to do it. And it comes from the training ground, and that's the big thing we're really pleased with. And the backroom staff deserve a lot of credit for that.